friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett. Today we're going to be making a pocketbook. And this is a pocketbook. It's a very simple book that you can make out of construction paper. Then we're going to use index cards as our frames. Remember, we talked about frames in our last lesson about story sequences. So these are going to be our frames in our pocketbook. And the reason we call it a pocketbook is because you make these little pockets and your frames can slide in, and then you can carry your book around with you. So what we need to focus on today is the story having a beginning, middle, and end. Remember, we call that the plot. And as we're working today, I want you to think about some questions that you'll need to answer in your artwork and in your story. So what story will you tell? Will it be a real or a make-believe story? Who will be the characters in your story? Now remember, a character could be a person or an animal or a thing, as long as it has action and feeling and has emotion. What will the setting show? So where will your picture or your story be taking place at? And what details will change from one card or frame to the next, and what will stay the same? So think about that, and I will show you how to take a regular piece of construction paper and make it into a pocketbook. Let's get started. All right, friends, the way we construct this is very, very simple. So we're going to take the bottom, the long side of our construction paper, and we're going to fold it a little bit higher than the middle, and then crease it down. Boom, first fold. Then we're going to fold it in half, matching our corners. Great. Now we have 2 pockets, but we want 4 pockets. So we're going to fold it in towards itself, one side and the other side. And then to get it to accordion fold, we're just going to do a zigzag, make sure it goes zigzag. And a zigzag. And there's our book. So now we need to make the story part of the book. So we're going to use 4 index cards, and we're going to make the beginning. The 2 middle cards will be the middle, and the last card will be the end. So I'm going to get started, and you can watch. Here we go. I've decided that my picture is going to be a flower growing out of the ground, and I'm going to get started on that, and you can watch. Here we go. All right, my friends, I've drawn my story frames. I've got a beginning, middle, and end. I have a real story here. My character is the flower, and the details that changed were how the roots are growing and how the flower's growing, also how the weather is changing, and then what stayed the same is going to be my sky and my ground. So now I'm going to color my picture frames, and you can watch. Here we go. All right, friends, now here's the fun part. So we're going to take our pocketbook, and we're going to put our story frames into the pockets in order. And then we can decorate the pockets and make a cover page with a title and our name, since we're the author and the illustrator of this book, on the front cover. So I'm going to start decorating my book, and you can watch. Here we go. All right, friends, here is my completed pocketbook. I've made a title, a cover, and then I decorated the pockets. You could add more to your pocketbook. You could continue your story by just folding another piece of paper like this and adding 4 more frames. I hope you have just as much fun making a book today as I did. I cannot wait to see your beautiful stories. Let's get started.